Hey there, comic book fans. I got bored doing my comic book hauls every week the same way, so I figured I'd mix it up now and try some new things. So I faced the camera this time and just pile the stuff beside me, and you can see me look at it and make faces. Where's the comic shop news? Got Spider-Man comic right on the back. You know, this is not the greatest comic strip of all. Stan Lee, Larry Lever, and Alex Saviuk. I wonder how much Stan actually has to do with it. What information we got? James Bond's origin. Whoops. Look at that. Now I can drop things easier. James Bond's origin. What else do we got in here? Anything exciting? Doctor Who. This is one of those that's just a list of stuff. Less exciting than we have articles. Alright. Let's see what comics we have. Where is the camera on this? It's over here. So if I were to look at the camera, I'd have to look over there. That's strange. I keep looking at my face and whatever. That's why I usually do these not heads up. And this is on my iPad. I often shoot my heads up one on my digital camera, which you look right into the lens. The lens is up top here somewhere, and you can't see it. But anyway. We got Mage. What issue number is this? Issue number 10. So that makes us 2/3 of the way done since it's going to 17. Let's give you a little back. See, doing it this way, you can't see the covers as well, but oh well. Because I like my videos to be about the comics sometimes, but like I said, I'm bored doing it that way. And by my view counts, you're pretty bored doing it that way too. Ooh, giant cave. Spoilers, there's a giant cave in this issue. But Mage has been good. Got no complaints about Mage. Matt Wagner's been doing a nice job with it. 5 more issues. Oh, look at this. I picked up the Magic Order. Issue number 2. I decided I was going to go with this series. What the heck? I got the first issue and I was iffy on it. Then I found out it was a mini-series. So I said, 6 issues, I can go for it. Mark Miller and Olivier Coipel. Hope I said that right this week. The French pronunciation of it. Whoosh. I don't know. Now I can show you. Who was it? Sergeant America was just complaining that he didn't like the hype that went along with this. And I've heard no hype. But he said this, they're talking about, this is going to be a TV series and how there's going to be no second printings of the first issue and maybe no collected edition. And so I guess they're really using, if that's true, then they're really using the Magic Order as R&D for TV shows, to work out TV shows, which, Netflix now owns the Millerverse, Mark Miller's company. So that might be what they're doing. Maybe they won't collect. I mean, the comics almost don't matter to them, besides to exist and have buzz. So that's kind of interesting. I wonder if they'll completely use the comics as a lost leader kind of thing. Because Netflix has a ton of money. They don't care how much this comic book makes. Then the next thing we have is Chris Gerusso's Encounter. What is this? Issue number... See this? Now you got to see me put my reading glasses on, too. Volume 1, issue number 5. Yeah, I started having to use reading glasses about 5 years ago. I've never had glasses my entire life. I think I was about 45 or so before I had to start to use reading glasses. And there's still kind of a little bit of strength, but without them I can't see all this stuff. It's an alien invasion. Maybe they're just lost. This is written by Baltazar, Franco, and Gerusso, and Chris draws it all. It's an all-ages style. Chris is a friend of mine who I used to work at Marvel with, so I like to pick up his stuff, besides the fact that it's usually good. I like to support my friends, too. What's this on the back? Sheets, Brenna Thurmer. But Encounter is a alien superhero, and other aliens are coming to Earth to come after him or this or that. And like I said, it's all light stuff. It's kid stuff. They're all kind of done in ones, but a continued story. But fun stuff. Now you get, since I'm not stopping these videos like I usually do, you see me sip a little water because I bring my water with me to the comic store, which I just got back from. Because when I go to the comic store, I meet my friend Rob, who I've been going to the comic shop with since we were in high school. And we hang out at the comic store and talk for an hour. So, usually when I've gotten back, I've finished talking for an hour with Rob and John, and whoever else happened. Fran, I think, was by today. Whoever else happens to stop by the comic store, and we have a chat about comics, comics, movies, the Yankees we were talking about today. Even though I'm not a baseball fan, but Fran and John are both baseball fans, so we got talking about some Yankees. Let's see, the last comic I got for the week, East of West, issue 38. There's another one I think that is running its course pretty soon. There's our cowboy guy who was nearly dead recently, but then came back. I still want to. Does anybody get the trades of this? Are these blank pages in the trades? Because I just don't see the point of them most of the time. I mean, he's got like blank pages there. He's always got the. You've heard me complain about these before, but I don't get it. I mean, I'd almost rather see ads in the back than silly blank pages in the middle. But I guess it doesn't matter one way or another. But, I mean, I can't imagine they put those in the trade when pages are more of a premium. But the big shooting war is going on in East of West, and it seems that in a lot of my comics lately, big shooting wars have started. And I don't know what's going on in that. They're fighting each other. There's so many characters in these. There's certain books I buy, Monstrous, East of West, and I can't think of it. But they just have such huge, sprawling plots and characters that it's impossible to sum them all up in a sentence or two. So, I still want to show you some art. So I brought a couple of things over. There, you may have seen last week, I showed you the ink drawings I did back in 2004, I think it was, where I made some paintings from these. I decided I wanted to rework this, and I've got a second eye drawing. I've got a third one on my desk that I haven't touched yet. I'm going to rework these into some kind of color print somehow. I'm just doing the prelim drawings. I haven't worked out what I want to do. But I used to work all the time with eye motifs. I use face motifs all the time, but I haven't quite used eyes in a while. So it's fun to get back to that. And I just grabbed this to show you another way of drawing. This is on tracing paper. I think I used this for my, one of my Batman sketch covers. I sketched it out on here first. And one of the tricks of the trade is to make something symmetrical. I drew half the face on paper and then flipped this over and drew the second half of the face. That's what I do when I want to get something kind of exactly symmetrical. So that's when I bring out the tracing paper and draw half the face, flip it over, draw half the face on that, and we'll show you a few just because I have these mood cards. Mood. This day is dedicated to failure. This one I actually did this morning because that's how I woke up feeling, like I should dedicate the day to failure because that's what was going to happen. That's what some days are like. What is this? Mood. I ate the wrong mushrooms. Not that I even like mushrooms or have ever taken psychedelic mushrooms, but sometimes that's your mood. Mood. Monsters are eating my brain. I like the face on that one. And some days, monsters really do feel like eating my brain. Mood. I'm drinking a tea of panic and despair. Wasn't in a good mood that day, was I? I had one eye bigger than the other. Anyway, there's some comics. There's a little look at some artwork. And here's my new, I'll see what else I can do with these. Like I said, I was completely bored with my normal way of doing things. It was becoming too rote, so here's something new for you. Catch you next week.